Imagine you're 90 years old. Your life is coming to an end, and you're sitting quietly by a window, watching the sunset one last time. Now imagine someone walks into the room and asks you a simple question. Was it worth it? Not, how much money did you make? Not, how many followers did you have? Not, what car did you drive? Just one question. Did you live a good life? How would you answer? Would you smile with peace? Or would your mind race through all the moments you never made time for? The family dinners you skipped, the dreams you postponed, the friendships that slowly disappeared, the sunsets you were too busy to notice, the words, "I love you," that remained trapped inside your heart because you believed there would always be another tomorrow. Most of us spend our lives preparing to live someday. We chase promotions, bigger homes, higher salaries, and endless achievements, believing that happiness is waiting just around the next corner. But what if we've been asking the wrong question all along? What if success and a meaningful life are not the same thing? What if the richest person isn't the one with the largest bank account, but the one who can look back without wishing they had lived differently? Today, we're going on a journey that may change the way you think about success, happiness, relationships, purpose, and even time itself. By the end of this audiobook, you may discover that the life you've been trying to build isn't nearly as important as the life you're actually living. So before we begin, pause for just a moment and ask yourself one question. If today became the final page of your story, would you be proud of what you've written so far? Let's discover what it truly means to live a life that is rich, not because of what it owns, but because of what it becomes. The illusion of success. From childhood, we inherit a definition of success that often goes unquestioned. Study hard, get a prestigious job, earn more money than your parents, buy bigger things, impress more people, repeat the cycle. There's nothing inherently wrong with ambition. The problem begins when success becomes our identity instead of simply one part of our journey. Many people spend decades climbing ladders without ever asking whether the ladder is leaning against the right wall. Modern society celebrates achievement because achievement is visible. We can count income, followers, awards, degrees, and possessions. But fulfillment isn't visible. Peace isn't measurable. Love cannot be ranked. Character has no scoreboard. This creates a dangerous illusion. We start chasing what can be seen while neglecting what truly sustains us. History is filled with wealthy individuals who lived lonely lives, famous celebrities who battled depression, powerful leaders who reached extraordinary heights yet privately admitted they never found peace. Meanwhile, countless teachers, parents, volunteers, artists, gardeners, craftsmen, nurses, and ordinary workers have lived deeply meaningful lives without ever becoming famous. The difference wasn't their income, it was their relationship with life itself. True success asks different questions. Did your work improve someone's life? Did your presence make people feel valued? Did you become kinder than you were yesterday? Did you grow in wisdom? Did you love deeply? Did you live according to your values instead of someone else's expectations? A meaningful life begins when we stop asking, "How successful do I appear?" and start asking, "Who am I becoming?" Because becoming is infinitely more important than appearing. Chapter 2. The Power of Meaning over Achievement. Achievement gives excitement. Meaning gives endurance. Achievements often produce temporary happiness. We celebrate for a day, a week, or perhaps a month. Then our minds adapt, and we begin chasing the next milestone. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. We quickly become accustomed to what once excited us. Meaning works differently. Meaning remains even after the excitement fades. A parent raising children experiences exhaustion, sleepless nights, and endless responsibilities. Yet many describe it as the most meaningful chapter of their lives. A doctor working long shifts may feel tired but fulfilled because their efforts ease suffering. An artist may struggle financially, but wake each morning knowing their work expresses something deeply authentic. Meaning often requires sacrifice, but sacrifice becomes bearable when connected to purpose. Ask yourself, what activities make you lose track of time? What problems do you genuinely enjoy solving? Who benefits from your gifts? What kind of legacy are you quietly creating every day? Purpose isn't always found in extraordinary missions. Sometimes purpose is simply being fully present wherever life has placed you. Meaning transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. Chapter 3. Relationships, Life's Greatest Wealth. Imagine reaching the end of your life surrounded by trophies instead of people. Imagine having millions in your bank account, but no one who truly knows your heart. Would that feel like success? Research spanning decades consistently points toward one conclusion. The quality of our relationships is one of the strongest predictors of happiness, health, and longevity. We are social beings. Connection isn't optional, it's essential. Relationships require time, attention, forgiveness, patience, and vulnerability. Unfortunately, modern life often encourages us to invest more energy into networking than nurturing. We collect contacts instead of friendships, followers instead of companions, messages instead of conversations. A well-lived life is built one relationship at a time. Listen carefully. Be present. Express appreciation before it's too late. Apologize when necessary. Forgive whenever possible. The people sitting around your dinner table today may become tomorrow's greatest memories. Never assume you'll always have another chance. Love expressed today is infinitely more valuable than love postponed. Chapter 4. The Courage to Live Authentically. Many people spend their lives performing. They become the employee everyone expects, the friend who never disagrees, the child who constantly seeks approval, the adult who follows society's script without ever questioning whether it aligns with their soul. Authenticity requires courage because it risks rejection. Yet pretending carries an even greater cost. Every time we betray our values to gain acceptance, we slowly lose ourselves. Living authentically doesn't mean being selfish or reckless. It means aligning your actions with your deepest principles. It means saying yes intentionally and saying no without guilt. It means choosing integrity over popularity, character over image, truth over comfort. The world doesn't need more people pretending. It needs more people becoming who they genuinely are. Chapter 5. Gratitude, the Hidden Source of Joy. The human brain naturally notices what's missing. It's a survival mechanism. But if left unchecked, it creates lives dominated by comparison and dissatisfaction. Gratitude interrupts this pattern. Gratitude doesn't ignore hardship. It simply refuses to let hardship become the entire story. Every day contains unnoticed gifts: a healthy body, clean water, a conversation with a loved one, fresh air, laughter, a sunrise, a second chance. These moments rarely make headlines, yet they quietly build a joyful life. The happiest people aren't necessarily those with the most. They're often the ones who appreciate what they already have. Gratitude shifts abundance from the future into the present. Instead of constantly waiting for happiness, we begin recognizing it. Chapter 6. Leaving the world better than you found it. Every person influences the world. The only question is how. Influence isn't limited to famous leaders or wealthy philanthropists. A teacher shapes generations. A parent shapes a family. A mentor shapes confidence. A stranger's kindness can alter someone's entire day. Contribution gives life direction. Ask yourself, who benefits because I exist? How am I making someone else's burden lighter? How am I using my knowledge, talents, and experiences? Legacy isn't built in a single dramatic moment. It's created through ordinary acts repeated consistently. Smile, encourage, teach, create, volunteer, help, share, serve. The smallest kindness often produces consequences we'll never fully witness. Your life echoes farther than you realize. Chapter 7. Living so you have no regrets. Imagine looking back at your life from your final day. What would matter? Would you remember the emails, the meetings, the expensive possessions? Or would you remember family dinners, meaningful conversations, adventures, laughter, forgiveness, sunsets, and moments of courage? Regret often comes not from failure, but from hesitation. The words left unsaid, the dreams postponed, the relationships neglected, the risks avoided. Living without regret doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Choose experiences over endless accumulation. Choose growth over comfort. Choose people over possessions. Choose purpose over popularity. Choose kindness over ego. Life is astonishingly short. One day, today will become a memory. The question is whether it will become one worth remembering. A life measured differently. A well-lived life isn't measured by the size of your house, the balance of your bank account, or the number of people who know your name. It is measured by the lives you touched, the love you gave, the wisdom you gained, the courage you showed, the kindness you offered, the gratitude you practiced, and the peace you carried within yourself. When people remember you, they won't remember every achievement. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember whether you listened, whether you cared, whether your presence brought hope instead of fear, whether your life inspired them to live more fully. In the end, the meaning of a well-lived life is beautifully simple: to love deeply, to grow continuously, to serve generously, to remain true to yourself, and to leave the world, however quietly, a little better than you found it. That is a life no amount of money can buy, and no passage of time can diminish.